Hi there, this is Michele, Zaragoza team leader, level up coach for agents and leadership. And today I have Marissa Nevis. Marissa and I go way back. We're always here supporting each other and leveling each other up as well. And I'm very excited to bring to you her knowledge on the lending side of the business. And Marissa, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to pop in and mic up with me and talk a little bit about the market.
Thank you, Michele. I love being here to be able to support your team.
Well, it's my pleasure because, girl, you do support our team. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what is the one thing that you could do for our agents right now to have them level up and be the best version of themselves?
Right now, what I'm seeing, it's all about mentality. My honest opinion, the people who are putting their feet down and moving forward, they're the ones getting the business. And so what I do, and I think the best value that I have currently is being able to provide you the tools and resources to give you an edge and a creative idea on something new that you can take out there that's going to separate you completely from the rest of the market.
Which I absolutely love because you do have to separate yourself. We always talk about what is your true value that is different from Joe, Tom, Judy's, whomever, right? And we talk about what is your special gift that you're going to actually, be there for the clients, if you will.
Yes, yes. And honestly, I was reading the reports this morning, 60,000 real estate agents are leaving the industry. That is one agent.
I actually posted on that today too.
You did? Maybe I read it from yours. One agent every 4 minutes. And that's a huge advantage if you know how to take the right steps forward. But it takes the team, it takes that partnership and really that extra. What can I do? What can we do better? Because there's no I in team. It really takes the team to be successful, especially in changing markets. And we're seeing an average every 9 months, there's something new coming on in the real estate industry.
Definitely. So. Definitely. I love how you say it's a we thing, because it definitely is a we thing. We got to be cabling back with each other day in and day out. We have to do the activities together that's going to produce the results that we want. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. Actions that matter, and you have to be consistent with it. And, sometimes it's hard, but you have to keep pushing yourself forward, pushing your ceiling, as you've always taught me.
Yes. You need to be pushing your ceiling. You need to be pivoting that way as well, right? So this morning, I've coached a few different agents, and it's all about pivoting right now. What got us here is not going to take us there.
Right.
So what's that next step? What is that new thing that's going to make sure we hit our numbers and help the agents and help the customers and help the families get into the homes that they want?
Absolutely. And it all starts with a conversation and really putting yourself forward and caring, just having a heart of compassion. Right now, the housing industry it's crazy. We live in California. It's even crazier. Everything's so expensive here and things are just rising and rising. I heard toll is moving up to $8.50 in the Bay Area. So how do you make home?
I did not hear that one.
Yeah, this morning it was released. I was like, oh my goodness. My daughter goes to school or works out there. So I'm like, you need a raise just to pay for toll. But anyways, but it's all about how do we take things to the next level? And it's about that conversation and compassion, because there's always fear when you're making the biggest purchase of your life. And fear of rate, fear of payment. How am I going to do this? But there's so much benefit. And that's where you have to come from, that abundance and knowledge to be able to work together.
And knowledge is power. So the more that you're educating your customer, the more that they know, and the more that they could be smart in moving forward with the purchase and not being scared.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because right now, with the rates going quite possibly a little bit higher shortly, and the sales prices aren't adjusting down, they're still high.
Nope. And that news hit the market today, and guess what? Rates went up again. But that's okay. There's no fear in that. It's all about preparation and preparing them to be a successful homeowner, because the goal is to be a homeowner, because there's intergenerational wealth in that, and we have to show that value to families.
I love that, because if you think about it, when I started way back when, I was doing refinancing because I was the loan officer first, 14%.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the houses weren't on average, 600,000,
Yeah.
but it's
Thank
still
God.
a lot for the income that people were making back then.
Right.
That's
I
affordable.
know. So the thing is also, if you're going to sell your house at this price, it's you're going to buy one at this price, or maybe even lower if you're just adjusting, or if you're going to the next step. And they say people buy and sell every 7 years.
Right. That's a true statement. And it's all about the agent that you're working with that's going to help get you into that house. And so that's where you have to take the little values that, like you, Michelle, your coaching strategies and my lending strategies, putting those together and really propelling yourself to be able to set that homeowner up to that next level.
Totally agree. It's about relationships, 100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
What is the one thing that I should be asking you right now that I haven't asked you?
How do we make homeownership affordable?
Okay.
Because that right there is what clients don't know. When you're talking to a client, they're already, they have an interest, right? As an agent, when you're out meeting somebody, they have an interest, but they don't know enough. And it's all about getting them to take that first step. The hardest part is getting a client to submit a loan application because it's something they're nervous about, but
Right.
It's not something they have to commit to. That's what they need to understand. This is not a commitment. This is a roadmap to home ownership. And then we go from there. As an agent, you don't have to know all the ins and outs of everything. Let me do that part for you. Let me
Stay in
sell
your 20%.
why.
Stay in your lane.
Yes. Let me sell why you need to be a homeowner. Let's talk about the financial gains in home ownership, the intergenerational wealth in home ownership, the tax deductions in home ownership, right? Let me lay that roadmap for showing them that financially this makes sense. They will submit a loan application, not to commit, but they're going to have one in so that they have that roadmap to home ownership and are able to strategically plan, whether it's next week, they can qualify and do it right now. It's all about their comfort. Maybe they want to save, 3% more for down payment. Maybe, there's additional things that they can do, or they're coming into some money. There's all these different things that they have available that they can do. And it's just showing them it's not about right now, even if it's 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you need to be building your pipeline for the future as well. And so a lot of applications and clients that agents are talking to, they're interested in knowing, but they feel too much pressure, as in they have to do it right now. And that's when I'm seeing agents lose their clients because they feel like it's something they have to do right this second. But it's not about purchasing and closing that transaction right this second. It is about setting you up for strategic home ownership success with a rising rate market. How to make home ownership affordable. There are plenty of programs available. We just received, they just raised the loan limits again, making homeownership affordable for first-time home buyers again, for higher purchase prices. They just raised Cal Halfa's first-time home buyer program. It's almost $300,000. It's like $292,000 in Sacramento County right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's programs available. So that's where we come in, and we're going to go in and we're going to nail everything down and say, okay, this is what it looks like. These are what numbers look like. How does this work? Right? Okay, well, I can make this a payment. I'm comfortable with this amount. What does everything look like? What does the market look like for the next year? We have the tools to be able to kind of project an idea, right? Because it's not
an idea. Nobody has that crystal ball.
Right. But it's an idea of this is what's anticipated to happen. So let's get you set up along this journey. So you're going to be a homeowner. If it's not in writing, it doesn't happen, right? If it's not on your calendar, you're not going to do it.
Yes, it doesn't exist. Yes.
It doesn't exist. And so, and that's what I'm telling people. The conversion rate to getting people just to submit their loan application has increased greatly just by educating them.
So the more knowledge the agent has, the better relationship that they have with their lenders, the better they are to set themselves up to helping with their buyers.
Right.
And their sellers.
Yes. As a lender, anybody can submit a loan application and say, here, FHA. I had a call with a client 2 days ago. I felt so bad for him. He was so discouraged because he was told that he needed $40,000 as a first-time home buyer to close escrow. He hasn't tried to submit a loan application in 4 years. And I was like, well, you're a first time home buyer. You don't need any of that. You know, there's temporary buy down options. Sellers, depending upon the agent that you're working with, you got to know how to negotiate. That's where you come in, Michelle, on training them on this is the negotiation process. This is how you're going to raise your limits. This is what's going to separate you from the next. And then the specialty programs that we have are going to help that. Right. So,
and they're always changing. So the
They
more
are.
you ask these questions, the better off you are going to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I moved from a direct lender to a brokerage. Not only are my interest rates lower by at least 1%, that's helping more people qualify, but the program variety that I can offer anything to anybody. It's just knowing that niche and being a first-time homebuyer specialist for the last 20 years, especially, and a VA specialist. I wanted to be able to take that, to be able to bring that to you guys, because we have a lot of veterans in California. We have a ton of first-time homebuyers in California. Mainly the people out purchasing right now are first-time homebuyers. And I'll tell you, just by asking the right questions, you know, more and more people are qualifying with co-signers right now, still getting down payment assistance. There's some really amazing programs out there helping first-time home buyers, but they don't know about it. They don't know.
Right. So the more we spotlight you, the more we ask more questions, the better off we all are going to have. So I am encouraging anybody who's watching this video, ask questions.
Yes.
Call Marissa.
Yes.
Call her, the Nevis Team Lending Group. So please call her. Marissa, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, I love Keller Williams. I believe in what you guys do. You guys have some amazing programs to offer. I am a huge fan of KW. So I'm looking forward to supporting you. So please reach out to me with educational questions.
All right, doll. Thank you so much.
Thank
Take care.
you.
All right. There we go.
Good.
Yeah, that was perfect. Don't you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited, you know. And you know what, Michelle, it's all about that mindset, right? It really is. I mean, people are struggling right now, but when I read the article this morning on, you know, every 4 minutes, somebody, it reminded me of that, you know, every minute there's somebody killed by a drunk driver, right? Well, every 4 minutes there's a real estate agent that's leaving the industry. And honestly, it's because they don't have the support that they need. And they're just not trusting it. Like, you know, they'll try something and then they're not sticking to it long enough. So.
And that's where Keller Williams comes in, right? With the training and the coaching. I mean, we all need to level up, right? And so, and the consistency is key. And the agent needs to participate.
Yes.
In all the programs.
Well, that's the thing. You can, right? You can feed the horse.
Yeah.
You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it. That's the thing. And it is, but that's
simple, but not easy, right?
That's the mentality of it, right? People get stuck in their head. It's hard, but you got to do the work.
Yes. Just do the work. Show up and be the best version of yourself possible. All right, doll. I appreciate you.
Oh, it's good seeing you. Thank you for interviewing.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.